Here's a Reddit story from the subreddit Bridezilla. It's titled, Coworker asked me to be her man of honor. I said no and she went nuts. What did I miss? So this happened yesterday and I'm still confused. Yesterday was my first day back to work after being off for 2 weeks. This is kind of important. One of my coworkers had gotten engaged the week before I left. When she announced at work, we all did the congratulations and happy for you type of things. I thought it was over. So when I left for vacation, the last I knew, no plans had yet been made. Then yesterday, when I went back to work, my boss K and my best friend L said that coworker C was looking for me. I asked what was up and they weren't sure, but she was carrying a little gift bag. A few minutes later, C found me and asked how my vacation was. I was telling her about it and she cut me off and said she had a very important question to ask. She handed a little gift bag and asked if I would be her best man of honor for her wedding. I thanked her and told her that typically this would traditionally go to a close female relationship. She responded that there was nothing traditional about her wedding, so it was good. I looked over at L and K, who were both trying to keep from laughing. I again thanked her, congratulated her, and told her that I wasn't interested in being part of her wedding party and that I would be happier being a guest in the audience. I swear, when I said this, it was when we watched her entire demeanor change and the switch flipped. She went off saying that I have to be in her wedding and that she doesn't understand why I would say no. I told her that we only knew each other for a short time and that I had no interest in trying to plan parties, dinners, and shopping trips. She told me I needed to think about it and she would get back to me later. I tell her to go for it, but my answer will still be the same. She walked away and I looked at K and L and asked, what the ever fresh hell was that? Kay started to laugh and she says she didn't know, but saying no like I did might have saved me a lot of headaches in the future. Elle made the comment that she went straight to Bridezilla and this was a look into what she was going to be like. C came back today, however. She went with a different approach and handed me a list of what she wants me to do and her vision of how she sees things. I asked her why she gave me this and she said that as her maid of honor, these were my responsibilities. I told her again that I was not going to do any of this. She started again that she needs me to do this and how much fun it was going to be. Then she asked, haven't you ever wanted to be part of something special? I told her I was a nurse. Enter Kay, who could sense that I needed help and told C one of her patients needed her help. I told Kay that if this keeps up, I might need her help. She said she was already watching it and would intervene if I needed. What did I miss? We aren't that close. She just transferred down to my unit from a different unit 6 months ago. I had no idea who she was until that point. Elle is saying that she is close in age to me and she might feel that to be enough of a connection. Did I miss something? When we are asked, are we supposed to automatically gush and jump up and down in excitement? Why is saying no a bad thing? Wow, poor OP. I mean, it's kind of a tough situation because you do work with C. So C should also respect your answer by accepting the no and find someone else. But yeah, she is starting to straight up sound like a crazy bridezilla. Let's see what the comment section have to say. First commenter says, it sounds like she has no one else in her life and you being around her age and nice to her was enough to give you the honor. Stay firm and don't give in. I totally agree. Another commenter says, also from your past history, I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, you're a gay man? Could she be putting a lot of weird stereotypes into play and trying to make you her gay best friend and wedding planner? Never thought of that. A follow-up commenter says, this was exactly what my mind went to. She wants to be cool by having a gay best friend. What? If that is really true, she is just all like out of her mind. Another commenter says, oh, that is so gross. When she said nothing about my wedding is traditional and you have to do this for me, I was trying to figure out what wedding link she was trying to force OP to fill in for her. I think you hit the nail on the head. To be clear, Bridezilla is gross for treating OP like an accessory that can be borrowed. Totally agree. Now, The OP does provide an update. Now let's get into it. I had met with my lawyer today regarding family issues. My neighbor slash best friend slash coworker L took me. I really felt awful and driving wasn't a good idea. We were talking about this on the way and we were both asking a lot of the same questions that all of you were asking. The big one was that we were asking about the circumstances of her transfer. She went from med-surg to ER. That is a huge change. I have to work tomorrow, so we will see what happens. But Elle and I are going to ask Kay about the transfer and raise a couple of other concerns. After I got home from the meeting with my lawyer, I slept for the rest of the day. Many of you asked if C and I hang out outside of work. The answer is no. I really don't know anything about her. I have helped her a few times with patients and different things, but our relationship is 100% purely work related. That was why I was so surprised that she asked me to do this. That is why I was so surprised that she asked me about being the man of honor. I have a very small friend base, and in all honesty, I like to keep it that way. I really have no interest in being a part of this. I'm not a wedding person. After reading so many Bridezilla stories and hearing about over-the-top weddings, they have become a huge turnoff to me, spending tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars with insane, unrealistic demands that turn people against each other. Why? I would rather use that money and spend that time planning my next trip or vacation. Many people said that I was being used as a token or a prop in a wedding, or a gay best friend. I never really thought about it. I admit that I'm out and proud, but I'm not going to just pretend to be someone's friend just so they can fulfill some kind of fetish they have from wanting to have a gay best friend or some kind of status she feels that needs to be fulfilled. It takes me a lot to get offended, but if this was actually the case, then I would really be rather offended. I was not put on the face of the earth to be someone's play toy. A lot of people have said that maybe she doesn't have a boyfriend. She does. She has brought him in before. If she has any insecurity, I don't understand it. She is attractive, smart, and knows her stuff. So I'm at a loss as to why she's acting like this. A lot of people said to go to HR. I'm starting that process with my boss, Kay. She is completely aware of the situation being with us when all of this was happening. She has told me that she is watching the situation and will jump in if I need her to. I trust her completely. While Kay and HR can control the situation from the hospital, they can't control the situation from a personal level if she were to maybe follow me home or a situation like that. So I think that covers it all. I wish I could say this is over, but most likely there is more to come. So set your update me. Well, I wish the OP good luck in this, but let's see what the comments section has to say about this update. First commenter says, I really hope you can figure out what she thinks she's trying to do and escape this situation unscathed. From the way you said she acted, this may be a thing where one of you has to leave the department you work for. I hope it doesn't come to that. I don't blame you for not wanting to be around people and their wedding BS. I feel the same way, and it seems like in America at least, people are getting worse and worse. Best of luck to you, and I can't wait to see your next update. Another commenter says, I wonder if all her friends said no, or if she doesn't have as many as she says, or her fiancé has a best woman and she feels threatened by that. The OP does respond by says, I love your possibility. That could be true. Another commenter says, I have a friend that I know who would be over the top, Bridezilla to the max. Love her, but no way I would be part of her wedding party. Her friends may know that already. That could be very true in the OP situation. What do you guys think of this situation? What do you think the OP should do in this type of situation? Because this is a very touchy situation, especially since you work with this person. Anyways, let me know in the comment section. And if you like these types of stories, continue to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.